Yeah, you mean to just generally disrupt the cast?
Yeah, you have everything you need, or do you want to go get some wrappers or
No, I'm alright.
a stevia to open halfway through it?
I have a bunch of empty cans I could just throw at any given point.
Yeah, just fucking tie them to your microphone like it's a fucking car on a wedding day and just fuck with them, the entire fucking cast. Anything to disrupt the flow. Alright, let's start. Welcome to the podcast. This is issue 195
What we're doing there?
of 200.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, this is official. We got Jeff here. I'm showing him how it's done. I want to show him that we fucking run a tight ship here.
Well, you guys run such a tight ship. I just quit mine. I'm just like, nope, I don't need a podcast anymore. I'm done.
That's right. This is Jeffrey from IC3, or formerly from IC3.
Formerly IC3.
Currently from Mr. Handsome's.
Is IC3 done now? It's dead?
Yeah, it's done. We did our last episode last week, and then the new episode of Distinguished Gentleman is going to be up next week. Monday? We're doing Monday.
Listen, I know he's just coming on here to plug that fucking shit.
That's the only reason why I'm here. It worked out that way.
So yeah, check out Mr. Handsome's on Monday.
Is that a show about like top hats?
Yeah. We wear top hats and bow ties. And
do you think that show is going to be sustainable? Because it's a lot of editing, right?
So we've been talking about doing this for a long fucking time, and we put it off for a while until like January when we got like really thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to get good. And I had a couple ideas, and I made like the first few bits in one night, and they sound like really good, and I was proud of them. And it's just kind of like a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, even with all this fucking time we're doing in advance. So it'll be sustainable for a while. We'll see how it goes. We gotta get like a schedule going where we could get it going good.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So this week, this is the relationship cast right here. I got Jeffrey's back. He hung out with his long distance girlfriend, Catherine. How long? For a couple days, yeah?
No, she was up here like 9 days.
Damn,
9 days.
That almost felt like old times, huh?
Mm. Yes.
Getting the band.
That must have gone down.
Oh, hold on, Nikam. Let's not jump, because listen, I gotta preview the second relationship we gotta talk about. I don't know if you noticed, Nikam, but we have a timer added to the fucking Twitch stream here. It's a countdown: 2 weeks, 0 days, 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 45 seconds as of right now, until the breakup that TDOC has been dying.
If you've been dying, I don't know what to say. You have a really interesting way.
Are we still on track for that, or do I need to bump the countdown back, or what's going on?
You might want to bump the countdown back a little bit.
How far?
Really?
I'm not 100% sure where we're standing right now, but
things are going well.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck did I get this countdown set up? This took a while.
Well, I know. I'm actually kind of shocked.
I wouldn't have fucking done this if I had known things were going well. I should have checked.
I know, right? You should have. Well, but I don't know. Things like she hung out with me yesterday. We haven't been fighting lately. You know what I actually think really did it?
What's that?
Stop playing Bloodborne.
Yeah, actually no. I'm still doing that whenever I can. But
still on Blood-Soaked Beast.
Oh no! I fucking finished that bullshit.
Oh nice, good job.
Yeah. No, we she's been working a whole bunch. Like she has like 3 jobs now, so I don't get to see her that often. And I think the more we hang out together, the more likely we're gonna fight about stupid shit. But then when you only see somebody like once a week, every week,
right?
You're more likely just to have sex the entire time, and if you're having sex, you can't fight.
Okay.
So
the logic is sound.
Yeah.
I'm alright with that logic. I'm a little pissed that I made this countdown. I thought about this shit all day.
You never know.
I don't
we should keep it then.
We're gonna talk about unsustainable things like Jeff's skit show. That sounds like a poor.
This 1 week. You think she's gonna go for this 1 week for a while? One day a week.
It's been working out because we don't see each other.
It sounds counterintuitive, but it's for some whatever fucking magical reason when we don't see each other, We don't fight.
Yeah, because you guys don't like each other. You don't want to fucking. When I see her, I don't want to be with
like
her.
having sex with each other, fine.
Right.
But
That's
not to the
good.
point where you like hanging out with each other.
No, we just don't. I just don't think we can hang out with each other for like long periods of time.
Nothing like investing in a relationship where you don't want to be around the person.
I totally want to be around her. I just want to be around her with no clothes on, once a week.
And no fucking chit chat.
Well, no, there's chit chat. Like we went out to like last night was like really actually like nice date night. We went out to dinner. We played some mini golf. We came back to my place.
Real date.
Mini golf? What the fuck? The
Dude,
chem.
there's-
Played the chem.
Fucking ladies, man. Yeah.
Did you take her to prom before or after?
That's a legit fucking date, dude. Good for you. Did you dress up? You probably tucked your fucking shirt in. You tucked your fucking shirt in, didn't you?
I came home and I changed from what I was wearing from work because I look like an utter fucking scumbag.
You put on a button-up shirt?
No,
Just
actually
a
I was
bad
wearing
head.
a button.
Oh my
I have
god.
no
Push the front
fucking
of your
hair.
hair up.
I have no hair to do that, but no. No, actually I was wearing a button-down shirt. It just looked like crap, so I'm just like, let me toss something on a little bit better. And yeah, we wanted to go out. I was like, you know what? I haven't fucking gone mini golfing for a little bit. Let's do this shit.
Did you fucking crush it? Were you fucking...
Oh yeah, I was on top.
No contest?
No, fuck no.
Oh, that a boy in a chem.
Yeah, see, like if it was the first date,
Yeah,
I
bank a
would've been
couple.
like, exactly, you hold back, but like when it's straight on competition style, you gotta show her who's boss.
Right.
And
Sure, the
I don't
chem's a
know.
man. A fucking
Exactly.
button-up shirt, mini golfing. Like a real man. A fucking
Exactly.
pussy.
but yeah, no, she's been sending me links to like apartments that she's looking at over in her new city, and
Are they- Two bedrooms or one bedrooms?
They're okay. So here's the fucked up thing.
Why would why
Careful.
would it matter if it was a
No, no, no.
Because then she wants him to move in. If it's a
No,
two-bedroom.
No, she does not. No, fuck. I'm not moving to that city. I hate that city.
You don't need a 2-bedroom to live with. It's like
Yeah.
You don't want to live with a fucking...
Counterproductive.
You don't want to live
Yeah.
with a chick in a one-bedroom. No fucking way.
I
That
agree
sounds
with Ryan
terrible.
on that. Dude, I hate
Why?
sleeping in the same bed as a girl.
You need a fucking office at least, or some place
Yeah.
to get away from her. You need a place to get away from her, and she needs a place to get away from you.
I need a
this is
place.
definitely
I need a place to put
cast
my
of-
shit.
Yeah.
of adult males who have no idea how to function.
What are you talking about?
Women.
You think a fucking one-bedroom with a chick is a good idea?
Well, I mean,
That sounds like
want-
a terrible idea.
but it's not like you would get a 2-bedroom and sleep in the other room.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Nakem maybe. I can't speak for Nakem. That's crazy.
I like a bed to myself when I'm sleeping.
Oh my god. Nakem basically wants to see his chick once a fucking week and sleep in a different bed.
Well, see, that's a funny thing.
The Ken wants this girl to be a hooker.
Right.
Pretty much, she's just taking her out to mini golf so you can have sex.
A free hooker. But
You guys don't buy whores and just take them out to the carnival. And
Yeah, take him out for a
play
nice
some
fucking
skee-ball.
Probably cheaper.
rousing
Yeah.
game of mini golf.
Yeah. But no, we actually talked about this because we work different. Like, she's been working nights lately, and I think that's what her preferred shift is.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, away from you. Seems
exactly. But if she works nights and I work days, like, she'll be sleeping in the day and I'll be sleeping at night. So, like, if somebody's trying to come in and leave when you're trying to go to bed, it's just really annoying. So, she's the one that actually said that she wants to live in a two-bedroom.
I'm gonna.
That's not annoying. That's the greatest thing ever. When you're living with a girl for the first time and you have opposite shifts because you see each other minimally to piss each other off less.
Right.
See?
That's the best.
This
I mean-
is no different from mine. But no, let me tell you what. She's actually looking for a two-bedroom. Let me tell you why. This is actually, I don't like this, but...
Because she wants to have kids.
No, she's going to be living with her sister. Her teenage sister.
So you guys-
Oh, even better.
No.
Get
no.
it. Get it.
Her sister hates me and is like, baby, if you're listening... Like,
Well, it sounds like she hates
Wait,
it.
I hope she's not listening. She's not listening, is she?
Yeah,
I think the whole family hates you.
The whole family doesn't know I exist except for her.
I'm sorry about the counter. Nakem
Is
didn't
it
tell me
'cause
to put
you're
that
black?
up. I was just kidding.
No, it's all right. Keep it up. I want to see what actually.
Oh no, I'm leaving the counter. I worked really hard on this fucking thing. It's staying for sure.
But yeah, no, Jeff. Her family doesn't know about me. I am still her dirty little secret. But
Is she
no,
white?
no, she's black.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Crazy.
Are
But
you
yeah,
white?
no. No, I'm black.
What? No, go ahead.
Oh,
whoa. Did the intern know? Did you know about this? Yo, go ahead.
Anyways, but no, what I was saying is, yeah, so she wants to live with her sister, or I think she's being made to live with her sister. Her sister has met me and hates me, like, just fucking hates me. Just despises
Whatever. That
me.
doesn't fucking matter.
I don't know, man. I can't get my freak on if there's like a sister who's reporting back to their parents all the time.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't go over there. I'd go over there as
Yeah,
little as I needed to.
Nah, like I figure if she's gonna move away from there, I might as well have a change of scenery while I'm going to bang. Like, it also gets her out of my
What a
apartment.
fucking romantic. What a fucking romantic.
Well, I'm just saying. Like,
No, I got you. Nakem,
Yeah.
your shit's good right now.
Yeah. No, it's in a good place. If we go back on seeing each other on like a regular basis, like every day,
Mhm.
we're probably gonna have to bump up that breakup schedule. But right now, I think we just need a little time apart from each other to do our own things, and we'll see how that shit goes.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, not for the cast, because the cast loves fucking drama, but I'm
Well-
glad for you, personally.
Well, for the rest of the cast, all you need is just to make sure that she starts working a little bit less, and then I'll start seeing her more, and then there'll be more drama. If I break up,
Where does she work?
nurse, she's a nurse.
Okay, call and
She's working-
complain. Did she harass me?
She touched you weird?
Well, she's a PSW right now, so unless you have like mental issues
Is
or
it
like
PlayStation?
PSW, personal support worker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Jeff,
Yeah, what's
it's your turn, buddy.
my turn.
Let's talk about where are things with Catherine. How are you with Catherine? I mean, I'm assuming things are well. Things are
Right,
going
they
well.
They are. They're actually
Because-
going very well.
I think things
Is
were
this-
going better last time than you let on, or that we, like, the way that we talked to you about it, it seems like everything's a fucking disaster, but things were pretty well, going pretty well last time, yeah.
Last time things are going well,
Yeah,
and because
Better
we had
now.
that long talk, sorted everything out. Still some kind of shit in the air, but no, now things I think are better than they've been in years, which is really weird.
right.
Because like I'm thinking of when I.
Oh,
What was
God,
that?
man.
No, what was that?
I was gonna say it's because you're not seeing her so often. So when you do see her, it's fucking special.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
tell-
that's what it is now. Yeah, no, that's true. But like, I think it's like when I first came on here to talk about this shit, when you and Kyle were like, "Yo, don't say anything, save it for the cast." I'm like, "All right." That shit was like real. I fucking hated her. I heard her voice and I was like, "Shut the fuck up! I can't stand you." It's like nails on a chalkboard, and it's so weird how it's changed to the complete opposite now. And I think it's just because we just opened up and put everything out on the table and was like, "This is what's up. This is what's
Right.
going on."
Because there was probably a lot of, like, resentment, right? Because there was so much, like,
Oh,
I don't know what you're doing, you know, this isn't fair, shit like that. But now it's like, all right, I understand what's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I still want to be with this person, so things
Right.
are good because we're working towards the same fucking goal.
Yeah, and like
Because if she didn't want to be with you at this point, I'd be like, she's a fucking idiot. Like, she should have just left. Like, what's
Oh, yeah.
taking so fucking long? So, alright, so things are
That was
good.
a bummer.
All
That was
right,
just
see you guys
awful.
next week.
What? Wait, no, these guys still fucking had sex and shit. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright, go.
Hold on a second. I just want to point out that this was supposed to be like the epic cast of like just bros sitting down talking about how much they hate their ladies.
Right, now we got this fucking love shit.
Last time I heard Nikem's like, "Yo, fuck this bitch. 2 more weeks, I'm out. I might hold on to my."
I know, I'm
birthday,
fucking
but
mad. I got the
whatever."
counter set up. I got Jeff on. I'm like, alright, Jeff's gonna say some real shit. And I got fucking flowers and fucking hearts floating through the fucking podcast right now.
And mini golf. Don't forget some of that sweet
Kisses
mini
and fucking hole-in-ones.
golf. Yeah.
It's upsetting. Alright, so what did you guys get into while she was here?
Yo, the thing is, we didn't really get into anything like crazy or weird.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming on, Jeff. This is real, bud. Thanks for fucking stopping by, pal. Didn't get anything. Just fucking missionary. Oh, alright. Well, thanks,
So you
dude.
guys want to just get on Convergence? Just jump this
Oh,
one
it's even
way?
worse.
I know. It's like we had a shit week in books. I almost fucking Nikem'd out of this fucking conversions thing. I was like, this is it for me. Because I was so fucking mad last night reading that shit. And I was like, well, at least we got Jeff to come on, tell us about fucking butt plugs and fucking ball gags and
Well, no, like
leather
okay,
suits and
I
shit.
picked her up from the airport, right? And last time I picked her up from the airport, I told you she gave me roadhead like almost the whole fucking way home. But I pick her up and she's wearing like this long skirt, and we get in the car and we're just talking, and then, I was like rubbing her leg, and she just like put her fingers in, took them out, and put them in my mouth, and I was like, "This is good."
Ugh.
This.
Ugh.
That's
so fucking gnarly.
It wasn't just like shoving it into a fucking vat of Vaseline and throwing it into my face. It was like
That almost seems like a fucking prank, like something you would do to someone you don't like.
My god!
The fucking slime right in your mouth.
It was more graceful than I am describing it.
Ugh.
Words.
That's so fucking
I
gross.
don't think there's a graceful way to do that.
Yeah, I don't think the grace is the problem.
No.
I think the fucking Vaseline.
She's sitting on a fucking plane
General
for
oil.
like. She's sitting on a plane for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Got that
She just
sweat
got a big
going.
old ice cream scoop full of squid
Oh.
soup. And
Ugh.
That's terrible, man.
Wait. She put it in your fucking mouth.
well, yeah, but like
I know what you look like too. There's no way that's sexy. There's no way that's done sexy. You can't put a finger into your mouth and be like, "Oh, that was kind of sexy." Like if I saw that, I'd probably fucking throw up. That's so fucking gnarly. If you know what Jeff looks like, there's no way that
No,
could have been
it's
sexy.
bad. I look bad. I'm like the.
If
you know how,
anything
like,
goes
Bart
into your
Simpson
mouth,
had that
it's not
brother in the
sexy.
attic? I'm like that. I'm like Ryan's Bart Simpson's brother.
No, I mean,
I'm a bearded slob that just lives.
it'd be like if a chick put their fingers in my mouth, no one would be like, "Oh, that was hot." Let's see that again. They'd be like, "Oh."
No, but I wouldn't want to watch that. I wouldn't like turn on the TV and see Catherine fucking putting her fingers in my mouth and be like, "Yo, that was good."
With it dripping with that squid oil. That's so fucking gnarly.
It's just a little bit, just to get the essence.
Oh my god.
How'd you know she didn't? How'd you know she didn't just wipe like a fucking pile of sweat off her thigh and then put that in your mouth?
Dude, if she was sitting on a plane for 4 hours, she was sitting
It's
with
like
that
2 hours. It's like 2 hours.
Regardless, like that's 2 hours too long. That she had that fucking garbage pile of girl tooth, fucking stewing in there, waiting for you.
Ugh.
And she thought that I'm gonna be sexy for my man, and fucking reach up in there with this fucking just grossness in his mouth, and he's gonna enjoy it.
Fucking
What is
garbage water.
gross
Fucking
about-
trash can water right in your mouth.
You guys aren't into eating vagina.
Like a
'cause-
curly fucking hair on her finger.
Look, I like eating pussy. Eating pussy is fun. The stuff that comes out of pussy is gross.
She didn't fucking go in there and scoop out all the eggs or whatever the fuck is in there.
She like
fucking Reese's eggs.
tickled the side of the egg.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Anyways, you deviant fucking sludge belcher. What happened
Yeah,
next?
so then like I just fucking I fingered her. I went to town on that shit. So we get
While you're
home-
driving,
Oh yeah, dude. I'm a
just
pro,
finger
man.
popping her fucking with your hand backwards in the most
Yeah.
awkward position ever.
It looked like I was Skrillex with multiple sclerosis or some shit.
Oh, it's awful. All right, so you.
Okay,
Just
let
fucking
me
just honey bun ice cake on my mustache.
let me ask you this: what if you got pulled over? How do you explain that to the cops? With that fucking slimy vagina juice all up in your beard.
I would have made sure to grab my license with that hand and like palm swiped them.
Ugh. So you're
Take that
you're
copy.
finger popping her like a madman in the fucking passenger seat. You're
Yeah.
licking your fingers the whole way home.
Like he's had some fun.
A little bit. I did lick them a little bit.
So fucking sexy. All right.
So we get home.
That's so fucking gnarly. I've never wanted to fuck someone so bad that they could do something like that to me, and I wouldn't fucking at least retch a little bit.
Okay, hold on a second though.
Well,
hold on a second. Let's turn this around on Ryan. So
Right.
you're going and you're picking up your girl whom you haven't seen in a couple months, right, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
3 months.
yeah, 3 months. 3 months.
Yeah.
Hard up.
Oh, yeah.
Those big fucking balls.
Hungry eyes.
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
She reaches in and fucking fingers herself a little bit and puts it in your mouth.
Ugh. No.
Do you just drive back to the airport there and be like, we're done here?
Yeah, we're all
Or
set.
you fucking just man up, like, get some water, get that taste out of your mouth.
Honestly, I would probably be a little bit like, yo, what the fuck was that? Like, that was a weird thing to
It
do.
wasn't a sneak attack. It wasn't out of nowhere.
Oh, she was like, I'm gonna do this, and you knew it.
Well,
Like,
I mean, like I was peeking. I saw it was like a slow motion kind of thing. You know, it wasn't just like. Bah!
right?
Did you just do what I think you did?
What was that? Yeah, I mean, if she tickled the squid and put it in my mouth, I would be like, all right, that's fucking gross. Don't do that shit again. I would probably ruin the fucking night if that happened. But, I mean, I'm a different man. Jeff's a fucking animal. You know, what are we going to do? We have different tastes. So, needless to say, when you got home, it was on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, we got home, went upstairs. I just got on my knees and started eating her and pushed her on the bed and started eating her off the corner of the bed. It was like, it was pretty intense. She fucking, like, wrapped her legs around my head and, like, held me tight. It was really good.
MMA fighter. Like a fucking jiu-jitsu clinch.
Ronda Rousey fucking
right.
got a bad neck. So I was just fucking going at it, dude, for a while. And then we didn't do anything like weird, but I mean, we fucked hard and long.
You did something weird.
It happened in the car.
Yeah.
The whole car ride was fucking weird.
I was penetrated against my will.
That car must have stank when you guys were done.
Smelled like fucking Chinatown in that car.
Dogs were like probably sniffing around there, being like, "There was some fucking tasty meat cutlets going down up in this
fucking
place."
Fish market in here.
Yeah, you're a fucking animal.
How terrible.
Yes.
So
that was the first night. That was Thursday night.
No toys, the whole time. Are we done with the toys? Like,
no.
I mean, the toys were. I think if you were listening to the podcast, if you've been listening for a while and you remember Jeff coming on a couple times, the toys were a disaster. I think. Like none of the toys went well. Like, none of them went well. Did we get to any toys? Did we try anything? Any outfits?
So here's what's up. This was the third. She came up the Thursday before Easter, so like week and a half ago, some shit like that. Friday happened. We like did a family thing after I worked on Friday.
Did anyone get any fucking squid in the mouth during the family thing?
Her grandma was close, but
right.
Just missed.
Almost got her. Almost fucking got her.
Big grams. So then Saturday we go over to grandma's house. She wanted to spend a day with her, and I'm like, that's cool. Let's spend time with your family. You know, I'm down for that. But it was lightly snowing all day, just like a little flurry, and I didn't really think anything of it because it hadn't really snowed in a while. And we're there all fucking day. And I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, you want to see your family, but I want to fucking go. So we go in the driveway. It's a little slick out. It's at night, and it's like, you know, a little bit of black ice. I'm like, do you want me to drive?
Sure.
And she's like, no, I don't want you to drive. What, you think I live in the South? I can't drive in this. I'm like, I didn't fucking say that. I'm just being the man in the relationship and living up to my gender role and offering politely if you'd like me to drive, if you would feel more safe.
Ooh,
she's like, no,
TDOC official stance: women can drive in any weather condition a man can.
I've been watching so much Mad Men, and I don't believe that they can.
Well, TDOC needs to get out in front of shit like that.
No, I mean, I was just being nice. I was like, do you want me to drive?
Right.
No, I'll drive. I'm like, all right, that's fine. And like, we're pulling out of her grandma's. I'm just like, be safe. It's fucking icy. I know it's icy. So our plan then was to go to the sex store that's like right near my house, like 2 miles away, because we were gonna look for stuff, right?
Sure.
You know, I didn't want to do the online shopping. I'm like, let's get more intimate. We'll go to this big old fucking dildo warehouse, and we'll just get some stuff.
Just fucking walk in there with your beautiful fucking girlfriend, sleazy guys, fucking looking at fuck tapes.
Yeah.
Nothing
There's
sexier than
more
that.
women at that place because it's kind of like, oh, look at all this stuff.
Do you think? Guys have been a little bit like fuck? How do you say it? Culturally, do you think guys have sort of steered away from sex stores recently? Like back in the day, it was okay to be like a dude at a sex shop, like a degenerate dude looking for porn tapes. Like that's the only thing you had, right?
Here's the thing, though.
But now it's like if you go there, you're looking for toys. You're not looking for fucking DVDs. So
people still buy that shit, dude. They're fucking stocked.
Yeah, but I think it's because we kind of, as men, kind of fucked it up by just being skeevy assholes the entire time. Like, could you imagine a world where a guy would walk into a porno theater, not even a porno theater, but like a sex shop, and be like, look, I just want some good porn. What can you recommend? And not be like,
that has never once happened in the history of porn shops.
Yeah, I know. Like, a guy will fucking...
recommendations?
No, but I'm just saying, like, a guy will walk in and be like, I want porn, while he's secretly jacking off underneath his fucking coat. Like,
secret.
Guys who tend to go to fucking porn shops on the regular are some of the creepiest motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
Whereas girls are pretty much just like, I want a dildo, tee-hee.
Yeah,
No,
chicks.
this isn't like some weird like little one. This is like a big one, and the girls that work there are all hot and they're pierced and tattoos and shit. So it's like
The only time I've gone to like a
It's
sex
welcome
store
and
is as sort of like a goof with friends or whatever. You know, we were just like chilling
yeah.
and we're like, let's go to the sex shop and fuck around for a little bit.
well, it's funny too because like we would always do that even like when we were younger. You know, we just turned 18 or we're 19 and 20. I have some younger friends like, let's go to the sex store, and Catherine would come and we'd be like looking for like the biggest dildos and having contests to find like the funniest shit. Then we walk around, we see Catherine with, like an armful of dildos, and she's like, "Buy me," and I'm like, "No, I'm not buying those."
Not buying all those. So you guys went to the sex store.
Yeah, so we're coming home, and make a long story short, we took another route with better lighting and more traffic because we're like, this will be safer. We're fucking one exit away from this place. This dude is doing like 40 miles per hour on I-95, which is very, very heavy traffic in this area. And she's like, why is he going so slow? And I'm like, because it's fucking icy out. She's like, I'm going to get in front of him. I'm like, just wait. Yo, she fucking moved the wheel like an inch, and we did a 360 in the middle of this fucking highway with cars coming, and then like a 180, and our back hit the fucking guardrail, and we didn't get hit by anybody, and nobody hit us, which was fucking bizarre because there was like 4 lanes. We should have just died. We should have just got hit by all the cars and both died.
Wouldn't that be, like, you looking back at it, the perfect way for you to die?
Yes, and I was thinking that too. But
You might as well. Do you almost sort of regret that you guys didn't die there?
no, I don't, because I'm not dead, so that's a good thing.
I mean, being dead... Alright, listen, this is not going to be a popular fucking thing that I say here, but... Being dead like that, like just suddenly fucking dead, that doesn't sound so bad to me. Like,
Well, I mean,
instantly fucking dead, no pain, or, you know, I'm not saying, like, you suffer for a fucking half an hour with her, and she's, like, dying in your arms. I'm not saying that. But just, like, instantly fucking dead, like, that doesn't sound that fucking bad to me.
No,
That's
I
just
mean,
the end. That's
it's
it,
gonna
you know?
happen, and there's nothing you can do about it, and it'll feel exactly like before we were born. And
Yeah, you don't know.
whatever,
Like, that's the
it's
beauty of
it's
it. It's
weird,
like,
but it's
it's not a
common
bad thing
in
to
a
me.
weird way.
Yeah, it's just like, that's it. It's
that
over.
being said, I do not want it to happen ever, but
Well, eventually
Yeah,
it's
so-
going to happen.
so we're fucking facing oncoming traffic, but we're in the shoulder all the way to the right. Like our nose is sticking out a tiny little bit. So we stop, and I'm like, I'm okay. Are you okay? She's like, yes. And then she just fucking broke down and started crying like uncontrollably. And I was like, all right,
Yeah,
you need
it's
to get the
scary,
fuck
man.
out of this car and get
And
in
you
the
put
back
your
seat.
finger in her mouth.
Yeah.
This will
Finger
calm her
on
down.
asshole, and I just rubbed it across her brow. and I said, Simba.
That's our thing now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm like, we got to get the fuck out of here, because if we did that with you barely moving the wheel, other cars can do that and hit us, and we're just fucking sitting ducks. So she like opened the door, got in the back seat. I had to like walk around the back of the car.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't get out of the
So,
car when shit like that happens.
we had to like, because I'm trying to ask her questions. I'm like, do you have AAA? And she's like,
Fuck.
I'm like, yo, like for 2 minutes, I'm trying to get a word out of her, and she's just sobbing uncontrollably. I'm like, this is, if you were alone, you would just be dead. That's what would happen. So we get in the car, and I'm like, yo, I'm not waiting for a fucking tow truck to come out here. We're about a half mile past the exit. I'm like, close your eyes. I'm going to do something stupid. And I just drove against traffic on the highway to the next exit. And we got off, and we were fine. I went to a gas station and calmed her down. But like, that was it for the night.
Right.
Like, we just
yeah.
went home. We rented a couple movies, came home, was just watching it, and she was just like not talking the whole night. Like,
So
she just
after
watched
that,
her family got
you didn't
murdered.
still try to get to the sex shop.
See,
No, we
You weren't
drove
like,
by it. Like we got
let's
off
turn
the
this
exit,
into
we
a
had to drive
positive.
By it we went to rent a movie and get some snacks. And
Nothing
stuff.
says thank God we survived like buying a giant fucking dildo to jam in your ass later.
see, no, but see, I actually think that's right. Like, I think you should have had, like, thank God I'm alive sex. Like, that should have been the most kind of intense sex ever. Like,
Yo, listen to Kim. I wanted to, but this bitch is not happening. She was just like, we're watching Top 5, and I'm fucking cracking up, and she's just staring at the screen, and I'm like, yo, that was funny. She's like, yeah, it was funny.
Fuck, man, it's not that
I'm like,
bad. I
dude,
mean,
this is fucking, you're emo as shit. I'm like, yeah, we could have been hurt very bad, but we weren't.
We weren't,
So let's
yeah.
celebrate and
Yeah.
just laugh at Chris Rock at his crazy antics,
man,
or fuck me in the ass. Who?
right, one or
One
the
of
other.
those.
Either way. Yo, that's fucking crazy though, man. I'm glad nothing shitty happened. Obviously,
it happened. Like, she's telling her family, like, oh, we got this crazy accident. I'm like, yo, it was an accident. We're fine. Like, we were driving her mom's car. The back bumper got like some paint scrape, but they didn't give a fuck about it because it's a shitty car and they didn't care.
Right.
We were fine.
Yeah.
But then, like, later on, I was thinking about it. I'm like, yo, that was fucking crazy. Like, that actually could have been very bad.
it was almost that Pearl Jam song. Who originally did that song? You know what song I'm talking about? Where they fucking are driving down the. Yeah, it was almost that shit.
Yeah.
Who sung that originally? Isn't that like Buddy Holly or some shit?
I
Or
Google it, but I don't want to. Yo, dude, seriously, like about a half a mile away from that stretch of highway, this dude I work with, his fucking wife was pregnant. Her cousin was driving them to the hospital. A fucking truck hit them, killed their cousin. The fucking baby was born unharmed, and his wife was in a coma for 4 months.
What the
Jesus.
This is just like this is like 6 months ago. He just came back to work recently. Like,
Dude,
that stretch of highway is fucking crazy.
that stretch of highway is clearly haunted. What the fuck are you doing driving on it? It's like
I mean, I live like right here. It's like between me and work.
I'd fucking find another way around it. I wouldn't fucking like, no, that highway has it out for people. What the fuck are you doing driving on it, man?
It's got it out for lovers, dude. I think it's
Yeah.
just a lover killer. It
That's what I'm
found
saying.
out, like, if you guys were arguing, probably would have just drove home
You'd be
fine.
dead. No, well, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, it's the love.
but
If she
if-
had her fingers in your mouth, you would have died for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Fucking
Yeah.
dead.
If
Instantly.
she was giving you like roadhead, you'd be fucking.
The coroner report is like, yeah, she had her fingers in his mouth and he was drooling this fucking goopy fucking slime. I'm not sure what that
It's
was.
like Ghostbusters too.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on?
Like
This
fucking
weird
Slimer.
Pink.
Is this
know,
viral
it's-
marketing for the new Ghostbusters movie? Because that's definitely Slimer. Like, that's 100% what that is.
Oh my god.
Want something strange? Yeah. So like, no toys really. We didn't do any toys. I mean, like, we fucked. Oh, we didn't even. There were like a few days we didn't even have sex, which was weird. But like, I didn't even really care because we actually, like, other than the fucking, we actually had a fucking great time. the whole
Right.
week.
She fucked you, mentally. Right? She stimulated you mentally with love.
Oh, I guess you can say that. It's nice.
That's the official TDOC stance. Yo, I've been thinking that, like, dude, alright, this is sort of out of fucking left field, but it just reminded me of it because I've been thinking about, like, so, speaking of death and shit like that, yo, I know that you're a comedy guy, Jeff.
Yeah.
I've been fucking obsessed with Artie Lang lately. And, like, nobody's closer to death than that fucking guy.
Dude, he has been close to death forever, and then he stabbed himself in the
Bro.
stomach and lived. It's like, yo.
He drank fucking bleach and then stabbed himself in the stomach, like, I don't know, 7 fucking times and slit his wrist or some shit like that and fucking lived through it. But, dude, and heroin. I mean, all the fucking heroin shit like that.
Yo,
Like,
I thought he was gonna die by eating a cheeseburger, but then he went and did that and lived. This
Bro.
dude's immortal.
I've been fucking obsessed with Artie Lang lately. Like, everything he's ever done, I'm fucking trying to find it and listen to
Dude,
it.
I even listened to the sports show he did with Nick DiPaolo, and I don't like sports or understand them.
Dude, there's something so fascinating about a guy that's like, it's people like that are fucking brilliant, right?
Yeah.
But so fucked that nobody recognizes the fucking brilliance. Like, he's a fucking genius. Like,
People do. I mean, he has his following.
yeah,
but
I mean,
I
but
get what
like
you're saying.
widely fucking, people like my mom, if she knew who Artie Lang was, which she might because of Howard Stern or whatever, like, she wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that guy's fucking brilliant. She'd be like, yeah, he's an animal. He's just like a crazy heroin
Did you see
addict
his
guy.
new special or his newest one?
No, I saw some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing
It's
yet.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Dude, I don't know, man. Lately, I've been fucking obsessed with these, like I don't know how you would refer to him, but it's almost like he doesn't give a fuck about himself, but he's in this constant fucking disaster of a fucking situation, like, nonstop. Like, everything fucking sucks around that dude, but he's such a fucking fascinating and brilliant dude that I'm just, like, upset. Like, everything he says, I'm fucking eating it up.
Like, what are you listening to? Or
Mostly like
watching?
interviews and him on Stern when he had his fucking breakdowns or he had arguments and
Oh,
shit with
yeah.
people. Like, I'm not interested in listening to him talk about the sports or doing like skits or shit like that. Like, I want to hear real fucking shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The real fucked up
No,
stuff.
that's why I eventually stopped listening to the sports one, because I'm like, this is like post breakdown.
I want to hear him like pontificating on shit and fucking talking about addiction and dying and
Yeah.
oh fuck, man, I've been obsessed with it. Anyways, I got some relationship shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So,
You're getting married.
No.
Okay.
Is it the death of single Ryan?
Oh.
It remains to be seen. All right.
Ooh.
So last podcast, I might have mentioned that I've been hanging out with this girl that I started to attach myself to. Like I liked her. Like nothing was serious. Like I've only been out with her a couple times, but she's really cool, and I think we hit it off really well and shit. I'm fading away on that big time. Like
Ooh.
I'm fucking ghosting on this chick big time because some other shit happened, and I'll explain. Friday night, I'm watching Daredevil, right? It's 2 a.m. I get a text on my fucking phone at 2:07 a.m. It's from the Dominican, the married chick that I used to hang out with a couple, maybe months ago. I think December's the last time I talked to her. And she's like, hey, let's get together and fuck. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, that could be fun. It'd be nice to see you or whatever. Like, she literally was like, let's get together and fuck. Like, straight up. I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to see you or whatever, you know. And I was like, that's cool. I'm not 100% excited about it. I don't need to do it right away. So I was like, you know, whatever. I was like, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we'll hang out sometime. Whatever. Next night, 2 a.m., I get a text on my fucking phone. This is from the chick that I broke up with like 3 years ago, or like 2 years ago, or that broke up with me, that she went back to California and we broke up. So this was a fucking really weird thing, because I haven't heard from this chick for like 2 fucking years. And I was so into this chick when she left. Like, that chick was probably the most serious I've ever been in a relationship. Like, that shit hurt. Like, I talked about it on the show for a while, like how fucking shit sucked for a while, and I was depressed about it, and things weren't that great. Like, so it came out of nowhere. She was like, hey, you know, I'm back in New York City. How have you been? It would be nice to hang out with you. So I was like, oh, shit, this is weird. So she came over like half an hour later. She came over like 2:30 a.m. And things were... But, I mean, the reason I said the thing about Dominican is just weird that both of these happened back-to-back nights. Like, 2 girls from my past contacted me at about the same time when I'm doing the same shit. I'm just sitting in my bed watching Daredevil.
Yo, it's a conspiracy, dude. They're fucking after you.
I think it might be a Truman Show type thing. I'm a little sketched out by it, 'cause that's a weird fucking thing. 2 girls that I haven't talked to in a long time, especially, you know, the last one. I haven't talked to her in fucking like 2.5 years, you know?
Well, I was going to say, like, the Dominican, like, that did not end well.
No, and I haven't hung out with her. I haven't even talked to her, actually. And that's why I'm fading on this new chick, is because, I mean, this chick that I was fucking, like, I was in love with this girl. She texted me, and I was like, I feel like I have to see at least where that goes and not fucking see other girls right now.
Yeah, I think that's smart, but like, so she left for family issues, right?
Yeah.
So she came back, family issues are settled, or she just
Her dad
decided
died.
to fucking...
I have to, I know I haven't talked to her about it. I have to believe that they're settled, or she's over it or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, so
Wasn't her dad dying? Wasn't that
That's what she told me. I haven't asked her about her father, but she hasn't said anything. So I figure, you know, why would it seems like kind of a weird thing to do. Be like, yo, by the way, how's your dad? I mean, I might eventually, but on the first night, I'm not gonna be like, hey, how's your fucking father? You know, it would have been nice. It wouldn't have been a fucking shitty thing to say, but I just didn't want to kill the mood if he was still in bad shape, you know.
Here's my advice on this one. I think you need to keep the girl that you're ghosting on. I think you have to keep her as a backup bitch.
Dude, you're right, and I know that, but I can't. I don't have enough fucking time or interest.
This other girl that you were with, like your love, we'll call her, because that's how I'm gonna refer to her.
Ugh.
So she's back
Scary.
in New York, and
Yeah.
like, you know, you were a big part, or she was a big part of your past, and you were a big part of her past and your lives, and she's contacting you at 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think her motives are? Like, she came over, like, how long
I
did you
know.
hang out? Like, what did you talk about?
She spent the night. Yo, that's the weird thing. It almost instantly, not instantly, like there's 10 or 15 minutes where things are weird and we're kind of just like looking at each other, sort of feeling out the situation, but it felt like old times. Like, we fucking went right back into it. We were joking around, and I think she's the funniest chick I've ever dated. Like, she's hilarious, and we had a really good time together. But I am a little worried about the motives, because I feel like
You're kind of that stand-in guy.
I told her that
I'm gonna have to agree with the Chem. Like, I think you can't just ghost on this other chick you're feeling right now.
I can't
Because
I can't do it.
Because
No.
like
Okay.
right now in your head, like you haven't seen her in 2.5 years. You're fucking head over heels for this
No.
girl. And what if she's just like, I don't want to say using you, but what if she's just like, I'm back in New
Using
York
you?
and I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with
No,
her.
that's
No.
what I said. I told her that. I was basically straight up. I said, if I am just a comfort thing or a replacement for something that just ended, that's fucked up. And because you know that we were serious, you know, we both fucking were really serious about it. So to use me like that would be really fucked up. But then as I was saying that to her, I thought about it and I was like, it would be my own fault. Like, it's not your fault. If that's what you're doing,
Right.
it's shitty, but it's my own fault because I
It is
fucking
your
know it.
fault because-
Yeah, but no.
I know it's possible, so it would be my own fault.
Here's the thing though, man. Like, I think in this case, you kind of have to. You can't play around with her because you guys had that weird history. Like, you can't just start from ground zero. You have to kind of start from where you guys left off.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to be with this chick, I think you got to tell her, like, straight up. Be like, yo, this is going to sound like a real girly thing, but unless we're dating and we go back to being serious and, like, exclusive, we can't really see each other because I clearly have feelings for you. And if she says, like, I can't do that for whatever reason, well, you're like, okay, that's great. At least
Right.
I know where you stand, and you can put that, like, emotional wall up.
And
And then you got fucking the other girl that you kept around as the basic bit, or as the back
I didn't,
bitch.
but that conversation will probably take place soon. Not right away, but soon. But all right, let me clear up a couple things. One, I can't see the side chick. When you really give a shit about somebody, it's shitty to do. Like, I think it's shitty to do.
I agree.
And I know what you're saying. I get it, and I know that it's fucking a sound idea, but I think when you're really trying something, like when you really actually want to fucking put everything into it, you can't be sneaking around doing that shit. Even if it's not even like a bad, like we didn't agree on anything, all right? So I'm completely in my right to do something like that. But personally, that's just not how I fucking roll. Like, if I really give a shit, like, I can't do it. I would feel like a shithead, and it wouldn't make me feel better. It
When
would
she
make me feel like
left,
shit.
how did you guys leave it? Because she left the next day, I'm assuming. It was Saturday.
Yeah, dude, she's been texting a lot. We've been fucking around, joking around. I'm gonna see her tomorrow night.
Then tomorrow night is when you have to fucking make it.
Nah, it's too soon. It's too soon to come.
You need to do it. You can't leave it in limbo because you might think this is going somewhere, and then you fucking try to pull something. And you're like, I thought we were just gonna be friends. And then
Yeah,
you've like
I don't know.
invested all this emotional bullshit in, and it's just gonna crush you.
Yeah, I know. I know it is.
Rip the fucking Band-Aid off. Just be like, look, I need to know.
But you don't want to be the one to bring up that conversation because you're the one that sounds
You
like a
can't
fucking
have that.
softy.
You can't have that conversation that early.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
fucking can.
Oh,
No, I just need to be ready. I need to have my guard up. But that conversation, it'll take place. Not yet.
The earlier that you have it, the better. Because it's more time for you to move on. Like, I'd hate to
It's 2 years. They're two completely different people. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. I
Yeah,
mean, obviously, like
but they're
you're not
falling
starting
in-
from zero, but you're not starting from when she left. Like,
but they're falling into the same habits they were at 2 years. Like, if it was weird or like
what?
they
It
were
was
kind
like
of,
how many days has it been? Like,
I've only hung out with her once, but it's been a week almost. But yeah, no, I know what Nakem means. I get it. But it's just too soon. Eventually.
Second of all, you have to tell this other girl.
What? The fucking fade chick?
What?
Yeah.
No,
I was
no,
team
no,
the
no,
Chem
no.
until this.
No, you don't need
yeah.
to tell her. Me and her aren't anything. We just dated. We went out a couple times, like 3 times. We're not anything.
I remember probably, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, this almost exact same thing
does
happened.
Nakem say "I love you" on the first date? Is this
Fuck
what's going
no.
on?
For
here?
sure, for sure. Yeah.
What is going on? Like,
Am I the type of
Nakem's like, the third point, you need to take her mini golfing, you need to put on a nice shirt. You need to stop wearing that stupid shirt you're wearing
Yeah.
and put on something nice.
fucking, there's other colors in black.
Something yellow.
Yeah.
and if you really love her, you won't ever see her.
Right. You'll see her once a week like a real
Once a week.
gentleman.
Yeah, like fucking, like, yeah. So you
And
don't
you'll
have to
hide from her family. You'll duck down in the car when she drives by her family's house.
park around the corner. It's a lot
You'll
easier.
park around the corner and make her walk to her house like a gentleman.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I remember a certain Ryan about 2 months ago who was seeing this one girl who suddenly came out of nowhere and was like, hey, my ex-boyfriend's back in town, and
Yeah.
I got to figure out
Yeah.
I feel kind of shitty, but I'm happy she did it.
No, I felt like shit about that. I hated that. I wasn't happy she did that. I felt like shit.
Oh, well then fucking ghost on her. What the fuck do I know?
Yeah, no, there's a ghost. A ghost is happening. I'm turning into fucking Casper on this chick for sure. And
Catfish brings up a good point.
yeah, go ahead.
Clarify, the girl that's back now, that was threesome girl, correct?
It was.
And that was an issue, correct?
I believe that was part of the reasons why we broke up, even though we've never talked about
that. So that's the reason why she moved to California for 2.5 years? Because that seems a bit much.
No.
Listen, here's another thing, and this is the conspiracy theorist in fucking Ryan, all right?
She was in New York.
I don't know that she moved to California. I have no idea if she moved to California. I don't know where the fuck she was. I wasn't checking up on her.
The day she left, you unfriended her on Facebook.
Yep.
And you have no connections.
None.
You have no mutual.
We have not
acquaintances or
talked.
friends?
No conversations. No contact. No nothing. I didn't look at her on Facebook. I didn't look her up on any sites or anything like that. I have no idea what she's been doing for 2 years. And honestly, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm just saying I have no idea. No, we've been seen together.
Oh, okay. There goes everything.
That's a good. I mean, listen, I respect that question, because at times I'm starting to fucking wonder what's going on. No, I think the threesome was a reason for the ending. I think that made things really. I think that that's a dangerous fucking thing. I wouldn't do it again if I cared about somebody. I wouldn't do it, just because I think that causes a mental break in both people. I don't know, it makes shit weird. Anyways, listen, let me tell you some shit. We've been talking a lot on the show, and I know a lot of people don't believe me, but I think I've proved it enough times that people are starting to be like, oh shit, this is kind of scary, it's real. I'm a bit clairvoyant, okay?
Oh shit.
Maybe full on, okay? I'm not sure. But this isn't really clairvoyance, but it is sort of, it does talk a little bit to me tapping into the universe and understanding the fabrics of it, alright? When she called me that night, or she texted me that night, and she's like, hey, do you want to hang out now? Because she's coming back from work and shit, and I was like, yeah, you come to my place and we'll hang out. I went outside to meet her, and as soon as I walked outside of my apartment building, I rolled my ankle. Like, right away.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay? Like, as I'm going down the steps, I rolled my ankle right away, and I was like, that's a bad sign. Like, I felt at a moment the universe was like, Ryan, don't fucking do this, dude. This is gonna end up hurting you like this ankle's hurting you right now. Like, I rolled my ankle instantly, okay? And I was like, whoa. I was like, what's that about? And I went right into my pocket where I keep my 20-sided die, and I fucking pocket rolled the 20-sided die just to see what number I would get, okay? I believe in the fucking die in the pocket. I don't know why, but I do. I roll it all the fucking time when I want to ask myself questions or ask the universe questions, alright? I look at the fucking die. 13. Which is, if people know bad luck 13, that's a bad luck number, right?
Oh man.
So I put it back.
It's the worst number.
I put it back in my pocket, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's scary. I roll it again. 13. I swear to fucking God, I rolled 2 pocket 13s in a row, and rolled my fucking ankle, and still was like, this is fucking wrong. I'm gonna go through with this and see what happens. Like,
I think there's some terrible things that you have to go through.
That's the universe telling me shit. Like, I know you guys are like, fuck, Ryan's such a fucking crazy asshole. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Listen, I'm clairvoyant. I understand how to read this kind of shit. This is a bad sign.
Okay, but now that you know that it's coming,
can you guys hear this fan? Do I need to turn this fan off? Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it, but you're
fuck, my bad, guys.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Shit. Son of a bitch. That's another bad sign. I fucking forgot to turn off the fan. I'd never done that before.
But no, what I'm saying is, I even if it is like a bad thing and it's gonna end terribly, I think it's one of those things you kind of have to go through. Maybe it's the thing that will give you full out closure.
I think it might be the thing that kills me. I think it's the thing that's gonna finally fucking kill me.
I think it will complete your transformation onto Wolf Ryan. You know how like.
Does he need to exist? I'm not sure he needs to exist at this point.
Yeah, he like Wolf Ryan. Everyone likes Wolf Ryan.
Alright. Wolf Ryan.
Like Wolf Ryan.
Wolf Ryan doesn't like Wolf Ryan, but yeah.
Wolf Ryan doesn't matter. Like
Wolf Ryan
you become a symbol, you don't become of yourself.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying that like this is classic this is classic comic book or anime bullshit tropes of the final villain always comes back in a second form stronger. So she might be your final villain that you need to defeat.
I'm not even in my final form. Intern Ryan says she's gonna leave him and he's gonna become a full-on fortune teller. Calling it right now. It might happen when I'm depressed. The fucking clairvoyance kicks in. Clairvoyant till dead. It's back, baby. Yeah, it's
I
back.
think the bigger
Spooky.
issue at hand is why you have dice in your pocket all the time.
I always carry it in my pocket, so it's for rolling situations. I swear to God,
you need to roll for initiative.
I'm clear. I'm clear
I roll it
right now.
I roll it all the time.
Nerd.
I have 5 fucking dice in my pockets of my
we
coat.
are all nerds.
It's
Each
fair.
and
Yeah, well,
every
it is
one of us.
levels.
You think I'm
It's your
fucking
second form.
overstepping?
I don't know, man. Once you get on the podcast,
Yeah.
you've transcended like.
Then
you've
dice
lost-
in your pocket's fucking normal.
Exactly.
Pocket rolling is normal at that point. That's spooky though. I don't know. It's definitely it's definitely a warning, and I hear it loud and clear, but I'm just not gonna heed it.
But now, what about
go
this? So, you rolled your ankle, and at
Yeah.
that point in your mind, you're like, "Whoa, that's not good."
Right.
So you roll the dice.
Right.
You get 13.
Yeah.
Maybe 13 was preventing you from you thinking it was a bad idea.
Okay, so it was negating the ankle
At
roll.
that point, you were like, "Oh, this is a bad idea."
Right.
Maybe the dice was telling you, "No, this is a good idea. Stick with it." Like,
The second 13 was what? Reinforcing the first one?
No, it's lucky number 13. Like 13
Oh.
can be both unlucky and lucky.
Well, here's
So-
the thing about the pocket rolls that I haven't explained to you guys. Even numbers are good, odd numbers are bad.
Okay.
So 13 is pretty much the worst number
so
you
now
can
it
get.
makes sense. So yeah, you have 50-50 chance of being in a bad situation. That's a
what do
shitty
you mean-
life to
What do
live.
you mean pocket? You explaining pocket rolls to me like this is a thing?
What are you talking about?
You guys
This
don't
is
roll
the
in
thing.
pockets? You don't roll dice in your pockets?
Here's the thing. If I roll a 20, if if I roll a 20, I'm like, oh shit, this is a sure thing. There's
You
no
guys ever do pocket coin flips?
there's no
Those are
risk.
crazy.
There's no risk at all if I roll a 20. Before a date, if I roll a 20, I go in with no fucking nervousness at all. I know it's in the
So
bag.
this is a thing you commonly do, and not just like a let's see this one weird occasion I have.
I
to have a dice in
fucking
front of me.
have been doing this for months. And if
Yeah,
I
but
roll
this is not-
if I roll an 18 on a
not a
date, I'm
thing.
like,
But
this
that's
is really
that's
good.
some OCD shit, bro.
If I roll a 16, I'm like, okay. It's not. It's more superstition than OCD, I would say. Because I don't do it for every. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna get a hot dog and I roll it and I'm like, oh nope, better get a hamburger.
Two-Face.
Yeah, no, I'm not two-faced. I just roll it before big stuff. Like I'm like, oh, this is a big date. Let's check it out. 18, I'm good to go. 6, I'm okay. 5, ugh, I'm getting nervous. A 1, I don't give a shit. If I roll a 1, I show up like a fucking asshole and I leave like an asshole. I don't give a shit because it's over. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
These aren't real rules.
They're real to me. That means that they're real. I fucking conjure. I made the rules, so therefore they're real.
See, I'm just
To me.
imagining that Ryan has like this hot date, right?
Yeah.
He's totally all up, like all over him, fucking reaching up under her skirt, trying to stick fingers in his mouth, and and he rolled
That's
a
okay.
1. He rolled a 1 earlier that evening,
Yeah.
and just does not give a shit. She's
No.
basically like fucking rubbing her tits all up on him, and he's like, "No, this isn't gonna end well, anyways."
It'll
So-
never happen. That'll
So-
never happen because the dice won't allow it. The dice won't allow it.
I think you should. I was gonna say. I think you should reuse the counter. In 2 weeks, you're gonna be dating this chick again.
I rolled a 20 before that smoking hot fucking movie star that I took home. So, the dice never lie, as far as I'm concerned.
Clairvoyant till dead.
That's right. That's it for me. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm going to give it, the old college try because it was honestly the best relationship I've maybe ever had, probably ever had. Definitely recently. So we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic, and yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean, if you're going off a die roll, then I
Well,
wouldn't be.
How,
But,
how,
you know, I
how
mean, good
would
luck.
it go
Good luck.
wrong?
there's a time that you need to make your own fate. Okay, so
Oh, all right, let's hear this.
I'm just saying you can't always follow the die. Like that's a safe path. Yeah, like the die might mean turmoil. It might mean I don't know. Yeah, I can't foresee what the die means. It's just the die is a sign that I can.
All right, I actually have a D20 right here. If I roll a 20, you're fucking
What do you
batshit
mean you
crazy.
can't?
You gotta do it in your pocket. No, that's not in your
it's
pocket.
7. I have to put it in my
How do
pocket.
you roll something in your pocket?
You fucking you feel it. You toss it around in your hand. You don't roll it like you fucking move it around your hand, and then you put your finger over one side, take it out, and then pick up your finger and look at it.
All right. Hold
It's
on.
not like a roll, like a fucking roll. It's like you fuck with it in your pocket, and then when you're ready for it, you put your finger over one side, pick it out, and then
Pocket roll.
pick your finger up, your thumb, and
Do
then
you
look
use
at
your
it.
pointer finger or your
I
thumb?
use my
Which
thumb.
one?
My thumb.
Okay,
Yeah.
thumb. Here we go.
Put
If
your
it's 20,
thumb
you're
over
batshit
one
crazy.
side. If it's a 20, then it's right.
Ooh, it's 12.
Yeah, that's right. Evens. I told you evens are good, odds are bad.
All right.
But
Jesus.
20 is the most even, therefore the best.
Who the fuck is this movie star? I'll tell you. I don't want to say it on the cast, but I'll tell you eventually. I'll tell you somehow. All right. It's
You
Channing
can just
Tatum.
type in the chat.
I know, but that's still a little public, I think. I don't know.
Fuck Channing Tatum. It's cool.
I did. No, he fucked me.
Well,
Fuck. Is that it? Do we have anything else?
Nah, I think we're done with springtime in TDOC relationship land.
All right,
Basically,
perfect.
everybody came. Like I'm telling you, this winter was the winter of discontent. Everybody was fucking terrible,
Mhm.
and then as soon as the weather starts getting better, everybody's
Yeah.
fucking great.
It really is. Love is in the air.
Yep.
Yeah,
Except
we'll
for
see.
Kyle.
Kyle's in love and he's
Except for-
about to have a baby.
Except for me,
Kyle's the
got
only
real
one that has
real
the.
chem issues.
Kyle's the only
you
one
didn't do the pocket roll that night that you.
with no problems.
condom, bro.
Nikem just described his situation as love in the air, when he has described it as he only likes to see her to fuck, and he's happy when she's away, and has not negated the counter, but just moved it back.
Yep. That's fucking love right there, boys.
It wasn't even officially moved back. He was like, you can leave it for now. We'll see.
Yeah. I think winter's still going in Canada. We got-
Shit. Alright, yo, Jeff, we're gonna do books, man. I assume you want to take off, because this shit's
Yeah.
about to get fucking boring.
Yeah, it's always when I don't turn off, and I listen to it anyway.
That's right, man.
All
Alright, buddy, we love you. Check
Uh-huh.
out Mr. Handsome's
That's
on
right.
Monday.
Yeah,
It's
Mr.
Monday?
Handsome's. MrHandsome's.ca.
MrHandsomes.ca, Monday, it comes out. It's
You got a
gonna...
Canadian address? Seriously?
No, this is a joke.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
free.
okay.
They're free. They can't fucking give them away. Yo, plug your real podcast and get the fuck out of here.
DGpod.com, because distinguished gentleman is too hard for most people to spell, I believe. And
We
I have
should have named it Mr.
I have no
Handsome's.
faith. We should have.
You fucked up.
Or just Mr. Hands, and we talk about getting fucked by horses.
Listen, buddy, I'm gonna see you next weekend, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, man, looking forward to it.
Okay, bye.
Alright, dude, bye.
Bye, Kyle.
Hey, peace, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Nikan. Bye, Brent.
Alright, wait, you're not leaving, Nick.
Sorry.
Nah, I'm still here.
Alright.
Still here.
That's fucked up that he mentioned Brent, by the way. That kind of hurt a little.
I talked to him. I don't know if this is tag. Never mind.
Well, you can say it, or if you want, I don't know.
Did he talk to you about...
Probably not. Brent hasn't talked to me.
Oh, really? He told me he wanted to set up a night each week where me, you, him could play video games.
Yeah, we've talked about this a million times.
And I said, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, like, it would be cool if we could do that. And I said, that was Thursday night. What the fuck are you talking about, Brett? Like, you couldn't... What? Like, it's like, how do you have time for that?
No, it's the interest, and it's the...
No, I understand that.
It's
Hey,
the... I don't think he wanted to read. And he thought that
I
that was
know,
like a
we've gone
breaking
over this
point.
Before. He doesn't need to...
He doesn't need to read. You just come on for a fucking
Yeah.
half an hour and then fuck off. Like, we don't care. That's fine. You know? Well, us three will handle the reading shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But I mean, I would do it, obviously. Like, I love Brent, but... Whatever. Alright. Fuck it. All right, so this was a rough week in books. I just want to put that out in Front Street, right?
Yep.
Like, I was
Books that we have.
Everything
I
convergence.
honestly got so distraught and distracted after I read books last night.
dude.
Okay, I just want to ask because like I read all of Convergence in a vain attempt that I would find something that didn't suck dick this week.
Nick,
Did we all hate Convergence?
dude, I'm gonna say this. All right, let me explain. Last night, Wednesday night, I read a ton of fucking Convergence. Not all of them. I saved a couple for today, and I read this book Revenger that was fucking awesome. So like that was my up note. Like I read Revenger at the end of the night, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed before shit pisses me off anymore. But after I read the first pile of Convergence books, I was legit like, we need to fucking stop this. Like we cannot do it for another 2 weeks. It is complete shit. I really think Convergence, I'll say 90% of Convergence is complete fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Like awful,
It's
right?
the same story.
Over and over.
and
Here's the
over.
fucking. Here's what at DC they're like. All right, here's the story that you're gonna tell. You're gonna introduce your character, explain how they're surviving in this fucking dome world, explain the dome world and the effect on the people that live inside of there. Then you're gonna introduce an enemy, maybe a thug or something for them to beat up, a situation that puts them in a tough situation. Then the fucking speaker's gonna go off, and their enemy is gonna be introduced. End of the issue, their enemy shows up, and the next issue is when all the fucking fighting happens. That's the basic blueprint for a Convergence book. And the good ones are the ones that don't follow that blueprint. But there's way too many books that follow that fucking blueprint to a fucking T. And it's like, I cannot read about the fucking dome anymore. I do not give a shit. Don't tell me about how the character's surviving inside of this new world, how the world is different now, how people are creating farms. I don't give a fuck. Get that shit out of the book. It's so fucking boring. It's ridiculous, man. And there are a couple exceptions to that. There are a couple this week and that I read today that actually got me a little bit more. I wasn't pissed off today. Yeah, last night I was fucking pissed. I was complete Nakem last night. I was like, we can't have two Nakems on the show. It's too much. I was going to donate money just to kick one of us off.
Oh my god.
Probably me.
All right, you want to do the two other? You guys can do the 2 books.
Yeah, let's do the other books. We read Run Fuck Love, which is an image book.
What was the name of it?
I think it's called
Run, Love, Kill.
Oh, Run, Love, Kill. This is an image book by Tasu and Canetti and Olia. I don't know. This is a book about a chick. Alright, so this is some futuristic world. This is a futuristic world. There's a government that's controlling everyone that lives on this island. There's a chick who's got some discontent. She doesn't like being controlled by the government. She doesn't like the government being in complete control of the island. So she gets together with some people that are gonna get the fuck out of there. It's a sci-fi book. They want to leave this island that's under the government's control. At the end of the issue, you find out that the people that are helping her escape are the people that are turning her into the government in order for them to be able to escape. For some reason, the government really wants this one character. It's not really explained. For the most part, I really like this book. I like the art a lot. Like, I fucking love the art in this book. I think it's beautiful. I thought the pacing at the beginning was really good. At the end, when we got to the twist, if you want to call it that, it didn't make any fucking sense to me, and I stopped caring about the book. But for the first part, like, I loved the pacing of it. It was really fast. There was a little tiny bit of dialogue, and we were being introduced to the world and how it works, and this prison island, if you want to call it that. And I was like, I could kind of see this being fun because it looks beautiful and it's fast and it doesn't take a lot to read it. But at the end, I didn't give a shit because it didn't make any sense to me. It wasn't explained why she was such like a wanted, enemy of the state, and the backstabbing that happened didn't make any sense because at that point it's like, here's the people that are letting you escape. You're meeting with them. They turn you into the police, but after you leave, like, I don't know why the police didn't just intercept her there when they knew that she was going to be there. It didn't make any fucking sense to me, but I would say it's an okay book, and I'm not stoked on next issue just because the story is not that great.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I was really excited for it because that fucking open.
It was cool, right? The
Yeah,
cops are
it's like
shooting at her. She's running away, and she's is trying to like run over the top of the fucking wall and
it
shit.
has like a very cinematic approach to
Yeah,
it. Like
totally.
it looks really fucking good. But the same, like the story by the end, like I just didn't
Just didn't.
really
It
care
didn't make any
about it.
fucking sense, right? Like, I
Yeah,
had no reason to care about the fucking character.
yeah. I mean, that's what. So the end was like the twist, but like I didn't really wasn't overly invested in her. Yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of unsettling because it looks so really fucking good. Like
Yeah, it might be something that I check
and
in
that
on.
fucking cover, man.
It's awful. You
Yeah.
like the cover? All right, I was gonna say it's terrible. It's the
It's
least
weird because like, it
exciting
has
cover.
nothing.
Yeah, a cover should pull you into a book. That's one of the most understated. You wouldn't even see it on the fucking rack. Like it's just white on white. I don't know. I understand minimalism and shit like that, but when you're trying to sell a book,
It was like a
it's not.
3D rendered model.
Yeah, it's just not the best approach. Let's talk about Bloodshot Reborn #1.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
It's by Jeff Lemire. The artist escapes me. Jeff Lemire did a little bit of art like he always fucking does when he writes books. It seems like.
Did he do it?
Yeah, he did the art in the television cartoon character or whatever.
Oh,
So
what's his name? Blood.
yeah, Bloodspot, I think
Sport.
it is. Bloodsport or Bloodsquirt, yeah. All right, so this is Bloodshot. After the end of Valiant, spoilers for Valiant if you haven't read it. The last, I guess, the last effect of the Geomancer K was to return Bloodshot to his like humanity. So she removed all the
Yeah.
nanites from his skin and returned him to being whatever he was before he was Bloodshot, which was just a human. So Bloodshot is trying to sort of live a normal life. He's working at a motel where he's cleaning. He's like a maintenance guy at a motel, and they let him live there for free. But he's slowly, I guess, going crazy. He's definitely becoming like an alcoholic and turning to, alcohol and maybe drugs to sort of get through this time where he sort of lost the purpose, because now he's just a fucking human, and he's not even really a good one at that because he has no fucking experience. He has no connections or contacts or family or anything like that. So think of like a washed up Frank Castle, I suppose, but without his fucking purpose in life. So here we got Bloodshot sort of losing his mind. He's seeing Kay, which Kay is dead, so he's seeing almost like a ghost or a vision or hallucination of Kay. He's also seeing this cartoon hallucination of himself as Bloodshot named Bloodsquirt. And it was actually pretty well done, I thought. It didn't fucking have to, slam it over the head with a fucking chainsaw to fucking be like, oh, this is what's happening. Like, you understood, like, oh, that's a hallucination, and he's losing his mind. And they're sort of goading him on to go back to being Bloodshot, or at least becoming something close to it. And then meanwhile, there's this news that's going on the TV where this impersonator that's dressed up like Bloodshot. We don't really know where he comes from or his origin or whatever, but he looks like Bloodshot but with a beard, and he's like obviously a different guy, but the same mark on the chest and shit like that, and white skin. He shot up like a cinema or some shit like that. So now the real Bloodshot's like, oh, this should be something that I handle, I guess, and the hallucinations are sort of goading him into it. And I thought it was good, man. I liked it a lot. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting thing I've ever read. It wasn't the best Valiant premiere that I ever read, but it's a simple story, and Bloodshot is a good character, and if it's handled by a good writer, and I think Jeff Lemire is a good writer, I think it could be a really compelling story. I dug it. It seems like Punisher to me, like that same kind of idea.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, especially because ultimately I haven't liked a lot of Bloodshot from what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did like a lot was Bloodshot in the Valiant, because a lot of him with Kay, and this I liked even more because it's like working backwards. So like everything I didn't really like about Bloodshot is kind of like super soldier type thing. Like it's him adjusting and like coming to terms with that, and like that's what he was, and he's not that anymore. He doesn't really know who he is. I thought it was really good. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it sort of gave the character a purpose that's interesting. His purpose before was trying to figure out, where he came from and who he actually was, but when he was interacting with whatever the foundation that had control of him, that shit I could care less about for the most part. Like, it just didn't grab me as much as this is a really character-driven arc, and I think it's more interesting.
and he knows they haven't shown, but they've hinted at like he knows who he is, right?
He has the
He has
files,
yeah.
but he hasn't looked at them yet.
Oh, he fucking paints the red circle on that black shirt.
Oh yeah, right, of course.
So,
No, it was fucking awesome. I'm really stoked on Valiant's recent efforts. Like, I mean,
yeah,
I liked a lot of the old
reboot
stuff,
or
but
whatever they're doing.
yeah.
I think it's really good.
I mean, you already heard me last week fucking over Imperium. Like, that fucking book is amazing. So I think this is up there. Not as high as Imperium. Come on, give me a fucking break. But it was good.
Book of Death coming up soon.
Oh, yeah, Book of Death, which I assume is probably going to be shit. But, we'll see. And then Divinity has been fucking good. I like the last issue quite a bit. It's really fucking, thought-provoking. And, I mean... It's fucking awesome. Matt Kent's a great writer when he does shit like that. Should we tackle this pile of fucking convergence?
Garbage.
Do we have anything else to mention? I read Revenger. It was fucking awesome. If you're interested in it, I put a link to it up on our Reddit, so
Yeah.
check it out.
Issue 2's out now.
Yeah,
as
2
well.
issues are out, yeah. I just picked it
That's
up
really
this
fucking
week
good.
because I saw it and I figured I should get something that's actually worth buying instead of all this dog shit that we read. Convergence number 2. Fuck. Shit. Convergence.
Dick Grayson tools around with Batman from Earth 2, meets Batman from, I guess, our world, for somehow, yeah, that's all that happens. Don't get it.
It's the World's End characters dealing with Telos and trying to find a way to disrupt his plan by meeting some random dude. I mean, yeah, fucking Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne met.
Off panel.
It wasn't handled well. There was no emotion in that fucking entire meeting, which makes zero fucking sense because all Bruce has wanted his entire fucking life is his mom and dad back. He has his dad right in front of him.
And that's all.
And same with
Same with Thomas. And we handle it off panel while they're upstairs. They're upstairs, and we have Dick and fucking Alfred chit chatting, and then we have Bruce standing menacingly as they leave the fucking cave. And I get it. It's like, that's not your dad. That's your dad essentially, but that's not your dad, So I get that it's not like, oh, my dad's back. It's a proximity of my father, but. But I mean, come on, that's a fucking moment that needs to be.
Can I say my theory on this book? I posted it on Reddit, but for those of you who aren't on our Reddit,
which you should be.
Go.
Yeah,
you should.
reddit.com/r/deathofcomics.
Yeah. I honestly think that this was supposed to be a bi-weekly series, so it was supposed to be 4 issues instead of the 7 that we're getting. I think that they realized they could probably stretch it out into a 7-issue miniseries by splicing in what was ostensibly what was left of World's End, because they didn't really end World's End. So they took that and they put that in the main plot of what was Convergence, and they just stretched it out to 7 issues. That's the only reason why I can believe that this book is so goddamn slow. And nothing is happening. And there's such a focus on the World's End characters.
It's such an awful way. This is it's terrible. Like, I'll just say, and I'm usually a DC.
What?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm usually a DC apologist and shit like this. Like, I will fucking find a way to enjoy a DC event because I feel they're the underdog, and I constantly fucking root for the underdog, but I cannot fucking apologize for this shit. It's fucking bad, and I hated it. And
it's $5.
if you're a fucking new reader,
No, it's $4.
Oh, this one was $4?
if
one's for.
you're a recent reader, like let's say 2 or 3 years of comic books, most of this shit is fucking over your head. Like the Kingdom Come fucking stuff, you have no idea who any of that is. Like, I mean, you know the characters because you're like, oh, it's Batman, that's Green Lantern, it's Alan Scott, but you don't know it's Alan Scott. But you're like, oh, all right, I understand what these characters look like, so I understand what they are, but you don't know their fucking motives. You haven't read Kingdom Come, probably. You're a new comic book reader.
I said it last week. Forget Kingdom Come. If you didn't read World's End, there's a very good very good chance that you didn't. You have zero investment in this book.
Right, because these characters they're just moving fucking, painted, drawn characters that have no emotions because you have no emotional investment to them. You've never seen them fucking before unless you've read World's End. It's a terrible fucking book, man. I don't know how this happened. It seems like nobody gave a shit. And
I think they had, honestly, a script in their vault for if the New 52 was utter shit. This is how they were going to get over it, right?
Well, they're moving offices. That's why this is happening, because they're moving offices.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, I think they took that script of their get out of jail free card to revert the New 52, and they were like, while we're moving, we're going to put this in place as an event, and we're going to call it Convergence. And we're not going to actually reset the New 52, but it's going to buy us some time while we're moving.
This shit is going to end with a fucking dud. Like, this is gonna end with never mind, never mind, don't worry, and it's just gonna be back to the same shit we've always read. No, we didn't do it, never mind. Like, oh, nobody won, nobody died, don't worry about it, it's fine, everybody's fine. Like, that's how this is gonna fucking end, I guarantee it.
Okay, here's the question: which one's worse, this or Fear itself?
This, because I'm pissed. Like, this because it costs so much. This costs so much money.
I mean, Fear itself, or I'll even go as far as what was that Daredevil one?
Oh no! Shadowland.
Shadowland.
They had fucking stories. Like, I just didn't like this.
At least there was a story.
This I don't even know what's going on. I have no idea.
It's not. There's no story. That's why, because we don't. We're in the middle of a desert with a fucking guy we've never fucking.
Thing, I have no idea.
It's a continuation of a weekly that if you weren't reading,
it's like, let's put them in.
Yeah, but it's not even that, because it's taken those characters
and put them somewhere. Yeah.
Put them somewhere else with no story. Like, okay, we have this book that, I mean, you guys say it's okay, which is fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
We took that book, which people were buying and thought was okay, and we threw those characters you might like into a book that makes no fucking sense.
I thought the end of World's End was fine. Like, I was like, okay, that's the end. Darkseid fucking killed everybody. He won. That's the end of it. So, like, I feel like we could have left that. I would have been okay with the end of World's End if the characters didn't spill over into this. The problem here is this book makes no fucking sense and there's no point to it. But we need to talk about these to get the fuck out of here. So, fuck, man. I don't know. I'm going to continue buying them for the cast, but I recommend all of our fucking listeners do not buy this shit. Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
This is by far the worst of I've ever read in my entire life.
I don't know if it's the worst. All right, it might be. All right, I don't know if it's the worst for me, but I'll say it might be.
I have been reading events since Civil War.
So have I.
Yeah, and like I've read, usually the really bad ones come out of Marvel.
Yes.
But this is worse than Fear itself. This is worse than whatever AVX.
AVX.
This is worse than that one where the villains took over. The last one DC did.
Axis or some shit.
No, Forever Evil.
Right.
This is.
No,
that was DC. What was it? It was Axis, wasn't it, Kyle?
Yeah, Axis was the last one. Yeah. But no, I'm just saying this is every time I think the bar can't be actually lowered, some company comes out and lowers it, and
yeah.
This is not even on the bar scale anymore.
All right.
I fully stopped.
All right, Nikem.
Next 2 months.
Jesus, I love you, buddy. All right, let's talk about these. All right, how should we do this? Just round robin. Kyle, pick one. Kyle, pick one.
Well, we should start with the one we all read.
Sure, yeah.
Superboy, yeah.
Superboy.
Superboy. Did you break the chain and buy the regular cover?
No, I bought the other one.
Regular cover's fucking.
I know, I did get a regular cover this week too, so the chain is fucking broken because I couldn't. They only had one issue of fucking Suicide Squad, and it was a regular cover, so I had to buy it. Yeah, all right, Superboy. This is Superboy from I don't fucking know. I guess pre-zero hour. I mean, who fucking knows, right? Because it doesn't fucking tell you. It's just like, hey, these are the worlds that could be involved. Here's Superboy. You fucking figure it out. So you fucking figure out which world he's from. We're not gonna fucking explain it. It's like, we'll beat you over the head with all this fucking tell us this talking bullshit, but I can't put a little notation in the corner that tells you which fucking world we're from.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding?
Even that, if you wanted to have these little 2-issue stories, which could be fine, so you want to write it based on Supergirl, and I'll reference the book, one of them, like Supergirl Matrix. I don't know fucking shit about her, and I'm reading it, and I don't know who she is, what she's from, and they don't do any attempt to tell me, so the story has no meaning. Like,
dude, that's a company-wide...
They don't even try to attach like meaning to the characters. Like,
you have to read the 2 pages at the back that will give you their brief history.
Bro, this is a company-wide fucking mandate, I have to believe, because no book has done it, is to just put a little fucking indication in the top corner that says what universe we're reading right now. That's all I fucking want. And I mean, God forbid they should reprint the inside of the front cover and just include the worlds that we're using instead of just like 4 that we're using for the week. Like maybe just the 2 that are in the book that I'm reading. That would be helpful. But nah, they're like, fuck it. Let's just put them all so we can just print the same shit on every cover this week. It's no big deal. Fuck. Terrible. Terrible fucking way to run something that's confusing as fuck. And you have new readers all the time. Like every fucking comic book will tell you each issue is somebody's first issue. And they're like, fuck it. You know, whatever. I don't give a shit. This is Superboy dealing with being powerless, dealing with not having the chance to live up to Superman, who's dead in this world, and him sort of, I guess, dealing with that, not being able to live up to the expectations that are placed on him because he's powerless inside the dome. He gets his powers back when the dome comes off, which that happens in every fucking book, by the way. Then we have somebody shows up. Who the fuck shows up to fight him? I don't remember. No. Oh, yeah. It's what's his name in this?
It's Kingdom Come. It's Dick Grayson. And
yeah.
I thought that character had Midnighter, I believe.
Midnighter.
No. This is It's
what's the name of that?
Essentially Red Robin. I don't know his name.
Is it Red Robin?
Kingdom Come.
It might be Red Robin.
I thought it had a fucking actual name. But anyways, the Kingdom Come characters, we have Red Robin, the Flash, and somebody else shows up, and is it Superman? Oh yeah, at the very end. That's right. All right, so it's gonna be a fight against Superboy and the Kingdom Come characters. I dug this one. This is one of the ones I enjoyed. This had character. Superboy, I understand his position. I understand his problems. He had a kind of entertaining team, the 2 scientists that are working with him, so there was some interaction, there's some character building as they sort of conversed. And I mean, this is one of the ones where you have a character-driven story, and I think it worked. And then they're using cool characters, like seeing the Flash, seeing Red Robin, seeing Superman at the end is a huge thing. Superboy versus Superman, like, and the art was fucking awesome. I thought the writing was cool. I dug this one. This is one of the ones I liked.
Like, so you have these characters who are steeped in like history. So you have Superboy, who like in the '90s was like the like quintessential '90s, and like he's this like rude, angry kid, and like in this story he wants to like prove himself and prove that he is a Superman, and like due to convergence we can get that, like he can fucking fight Superman, and like so that actually works, and that's smart, and they don't do it for any of the other fucking books. I don't get it. Like, it works in this. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. And if it's only 2 issues and I get to see him fight Superman, we have some sort of conclusion, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I dug it. Nick, did you hate it?
Actually, I had no problem with this book. This is one of the ones that...
Yeah, this is one of the good ones. Like, I'll read the next issue of this because, you know...
Yeah, it's Red Robin. Just look that up quick.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
I was lucky and read this one first. This is the first Convergence. This is the first Convergence book I read this week. So, you mind if I just toss in mine? Because I'm gonna do all 3 of mine at once.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I read GLI, Green Lantern. No, excuse me, not Green Lantern. Green Arrow, and Steel. Out of all of them, I'm gonna do them all at once. By the way, out of all of them, I'd have to say JLI was probably the least offensive, not by much, and they all follow the same. They all follow the same plot line, which Ryan actually went over earlier, where they're bumming around because they don't have their powers. In the case of Green Arrow, he's bumming around because he's trying to protect the city. Shit happens. They meet some minor villain of some sort. In JLI, it is Mentallo. Mentallo. And Green Arrow, it's a whole bunch of racists. And in Steel, I don't even remember. Steel, let's don't even talk about Steel. Steel was terrible.
Wait.
No, we're not talking about Steel. The only thing you need to know about Steel is that book was written like it was from the early 90s, late 80s.
No, but I think it was written like that on purpose.
Yeah, it's so bad that I have to believe it was. But
No. I let me say, and I read all these.
Yeah.
Steel was okay. All right.
No.
Steel was okay.
No.
I didn't hate Steel because the way Steel had cool enemies. I thought I liked the enemies that came over. I didn't know who the fuck they were, but it's the kids that he's fighting against. I'm not sure if you remember what they called themselves.
Gen 13.
Okay, yeah, Gen 13. I like that Steel got fucked up. He got completely fucking burned. His armor fucking got fucked up. It all ripped off him essentially. They're like he's gonna be paralyzed if he fucking can walk at all.
Steel would have been good if they hadn't included the kids. And I'm not talking about Gen 13. I'm talking about the other, his two sidekick kids.
She's always there though. She's always around whenever Steel's around.
Oh, I hated that.
I kind of like Steel as a throwback book, and it's written by one of the original creators of Steel, which is cool.
Okay, that's great, but no, I hated Steel. I don't recommend you pick it up. Green Arrow, he's going around with his son.
Green Arrow sucked.
Nothing really happened.
Green Arrow sucked. It made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
It tried to have a lot of heart, and it just fucking failed.
Yeah.
And when something's good. When a book tries to have a lot of heart, and it's like, this is the son of a fucking absentee father, this is a huge moment, but you see it coming from a mile away, and it's not effective. It's just, it looks terrible, and it reads terrible, and I thought that's how Green Arrow was. I didn't like it at all.
Nope, don't get Green Arrow. And JLI, now that they have their powers back, might be actually pretty good.
JLI was fucking cool, man. I like JLI a fucking lot.
I like JLI.
Dude, and this is where...
But I found that everybody was kind of just so fucking mopey. JLI is supposed to be funny, and they're supposed to, play off each other, whereas now they were just like, we have no powers, life sucks. The Blue Beetle's just kind of like, well, we still got a job to do. And then they got powers, and we got powers, life's good again. And the Blue Beetle's like, well, we still got a fucking job to do.
Dude, let me say this about JLI.
It was like every other fucking Convergence book I read.
Let me say this about JLI. And if you listen to this podcast for half-hearted apologies, here comes one right now. I'm going to apologize to Ron Mars because I fucking really like this book. And I didn't realize how much I enjoy Blue Beetle until I read him in these Justice League International books. Going back to the Keith Giffen and Mateus Justice League International, Blue Beetle is a fucking awesome character. He's kind of like the comic relief, and he's the everyday guy, the guy that kind of, he has no powers. He's kind of a fuck up, but he's always trying the hardest.
Yeah, but he wasn't being comic relief right now. He was pretty much just being like, guys, shut the fuck up and let's get on it.
He was a little bit the comic relief, but in this he played the straight guy a little bit because he was sort of the totem of we're in a place where no one has powers. I've always never had powers.
Let's get this shit done, yeah.
Let's do it. And then they got the powers, and it was sort of like, I'm still the guy without powers, but I'm still the leader. Even without powers, I'm still the brains of this fucking operation. I like that. And I like these characters a lot. I've always liked Martian Manhunter, just as a throwback. I've always dug him. And seeing some of these characters, it was cool. Like Ice and Dr. Manhattan or whatever.
If you're into JLI,
if you have characters like this, you've got me. I just want to see these characters, and they're characters that in the new DC, you don't fucking see them at all. You never see these characters. Blue Beetle is not in any fucking books except for
he's in Justice League.
3000, right. He's in the book that's written by the people that love him, you know? Like, but he's not in the fucking DC main, you know? You never fucking see him.
No. I will say, like, okay, out of all three that I read, I think that one was the least bad, but
I thought it was good.
If you like JLI, you're going to be in for it. If you're like me, who has, like, a passing interest in JLI,
right,
you could probably skip it. Regardless, all three books that I read this week followed the exact same pattern, and that pissed me off.
I think I was a little bit bummed not to have Booster Gold in this book, but does he have his own book or some shit?
Probably.
All right, so that's that. Kyle, you want to talk about your books then?
Yeah, that's what I read. What, Catwoman, and Supergirl Matrix, and I was supposed to read Aquaman, but I looked at the art in person, and it looked like garbage.
Yeah, it was terrible, dude. It was terrible.
These two were the exact same books. Supergirl, Catwoman, fucking around the city. Somebody shows up, and at the end, they fight someone from Kingdom Come. And
I will say that I like Supergirl Matrix.
I like Supergirl Matrix a lot.
I liked it because
I fucking love Keith Giffen. Like, I've said it a million times. I think he's a fucking great character writer. Like, he's an amazing character writer.
Like, they nailed Lex Luthor being a dick. Volt and the other one, I can't remember her name, were pretty good with their back and forth.
The bickering,
Yeah, they didn't fucking sit back and talk about, like, life in the dome. It was pretty much, there's a Supergirl, there's a fight.
Keith Giffen is one of the best fucking writers, and I don't think he gets enough respect. Like, no one's reading Justice League 3000 except for me and Nakem, apparently. But dude, I mean, we just said JLI is like one of my favorite fucking superhero books of all time. Like, he's a fucking master, and I loved OMAC. If you listen to the podcast way back then, you know how bummed I was when OMAC was canceled. Keith Giffen's a fucking amazing character writer, man. And I read these books for the characters. Like, I don't give a shit about the fights. I don't give a shit about them problem solving, and you know, that stuff is all cool and stuff, but I read it for the characters, and I thought he nailed Supergirl here. I thought it was funny, and the couple obviously arguing was cool, and she was kind of, you know, joking around with them and shit like that. I don't know. It was really good.
That was the better of the two.
How was Catwoman?
Catwoman was bad.
Yeah.
Because Catwoman didn't even have a... So, like, the other ones have them, and then there's, like, a minor villain in between, and then whoever, like, the main fight is going to be kind of shows up a little before, or, like, on this one, like, the last page is just fucking Kingdom Come Batman, and there's some dude in the middle. I don't remember who he was. This one was real bad.
Yeah, no one's really dying to see Catwoman fight Kingdom Come Batman, right? It's like...
No, and I didn't even... Again, I don't know what Catwoman this is. Like, they plucked it out of, like...
It's pre-Zero Hour. I think it's, if you know your DC continuity, it's like before they did the huge retcon of who Selina Kyle was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so... Yeah.
This is, let me just talk about Aquaman just to finish up Kyle's books. Aquaman looked like shit. Like, this is a rough looking comic book if you're a fan of art, or if you have like eyes or whatever. Like, this is like, I'm bad. I'm sorry, like, I don't fucking like busting on quality. Yeah, this is fucking internet 2.0 shit, and woof, this is fucking tough to look at. This reminded me of, like, if Deodato had a fucking stroke or two. Like, this is what Deodato's artwork would look like. It's rough, man. This is Aquaman fucking brooding the entire time because he doesn't have connection to the fucking water anymore. And he accidentally poisoned the fucking water. Like, he did have water, but he killed an enemy that poisoned it. So he's like, oh, fuck. There goes the water that I did have. So now he has to fucking hang out in the aquarium. And, like, people come in and visit him, and he's like, get out. This is my fucking aquarium. It's tough. He takes a shower, which is, like, one of the moments that he's like, this is me in the water. Like, staying wet. The end of the book, basically some guy that looks like Nuke, like, comes in with commando fucking outfit on and kills a bunch of reporters, and that's going to be the guy that... It's rough. It's a rough book all around. Nakem, do you have anything on Aquaman?
No, Aquaman was bad. We shouldn't read it.
Ooh, terrible, right? I mean,
yeah.
I feel bad. I don't like talking shit, but god damn it. If you have eyes, this is gonna hurt them. This is gonna make you wish you didn't. We got 3 more. You didn't read Green Lantern Parallax, right, Nakem?
No, I didn't.
All right,
That's what I didn't.
Green Lantern Parallax, kind of cool. Green Lantern Hal Jordan is. This is when I guess the dome came up right when he was Parallax, and he basically killed. I think he killed fucking Superman, or maybe he didn't kill him, but he fucking slapped him around quite a bit. He was basically fucking up everybody as Parallax. Like, he was a real bad fucking dude. So when the dome came down, he lost his powers. He stopped being Parallax, and he instantly went to jail because he's like, I need to be jailed up because I'm dangerous. I fucked up. I killed my friends or fucking hurt my friends. I need to be in jail. So they put him in jail. What's his name? Fuck, man. The White Lantern. What the fuck is his name? Does anyone know his name?
No.
He's a Green Lantern. He was a White Lantern at the end of it. Fuck. He's the good-looking one.
Fuck, the artist, right?
The one that's fucking his fucking Hal's chick now.
Oh, God.
Fuck is his name? Kyle, please. You know him.
Is it Kyle Rayner?
Kyle Rayner. There it is. Boom. I didn't say Kyle. Yo, Kyle, actually, while we're talking about these, can you grab the list for next week? Because I don't have it.
I have it up.
Oh, it's sick. You just send it. All right. So Kyle Rayner goes to visit Hal in jail, and he's like, Hal, you don't need to be in jail. All right. The dome's down. You're not going to hurt anybody. It wasn't your fault. It was Parallax's fault. Whatever. Dome comes up. Kyle Rayner's out on his fucking thing, and he sees this explosion. And it's basically Hal Jordan became Parallax again. So Kyle Rayner has to fight whoever the enemy is. I don't remember who it was, but he also has to sort of get Hal in line because Hal's Parallax and he's possessed again. He wants to fucking kill everything. So it's not bad. It's pretty decent. I would say it's like middle of the road type Convergence. Maybe better than middle of the road. Suicide Squad, Nakem.
It was alright.
Yeah.
And, you know what? I will say this: Suicide Squad was actually an issue with Suicide Squad. Like, you could have taken out all Convergence and just replaced it with some other thing had to happen, and it would have been the same book.
Yo, this fucking list sucks. Can we get a different book? Can we get a different list? This list has a bunch of images. I can't fucking handle this shit. I'm gonna be scrolling for days. Suicide Squad was an issue. Suicide Squad, I agree. It's Amanda Waller putting together a team. It's a little rough in a one shot to have to go through the team, because like on a team like this where it's sort of unknown characters, you're not using like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, like where you don't have to explain it. You kind of have to introduce each character here because you got Bane, Black Manta, Cyborg, Deathstroke, Poison Ivy, and Deadeye, I guess. What's his name? Bullseye? Deadeye, I think.
I don't even know.
Deadshot. That's it.
Yeah.
So it took a little while, but it's kind of a cool issue. It didn't really grab me just because I don't know. I know it doesn't matter, so I don't really have any investment in it. Mm-hmm. So I really don't give a shit, but it's okay.
The one thing that's cool about it, though, is that I have a feeling in issue 2 they're going to kill off a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Shit's going to go terrible.
That's what we should be doing. We should be going balls to the fucking wall in these fucking books. Like, I don't know why we're wasting so much time fucking dicking each other around, when we could just be killing fucking people, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I feel like we should be going harder in these books. Yeah, this link is good. Let's do, the last book is Batman Shadow of the Bat. This is fucking Bruce Wayne undercover trying to figure out what this crime lord is doing. He's called the Whale or something like that. He's basically Penguin, more or less. Is the same idea, I think. It's Azrael and Batman working undercover to take down this mob boss. The entire fucking issue, they're talking out loud about what's happening. It drove me fucking crazy. Like, Batman would jump on the back of a fucking car, and he would be like, I'm jumping on this car, but the driver's driving so erratically, it's tough to hold on. And it's like, shit, like, I'm like, I see that. We don't need to fucking say it out loud.
I was wondering if they were doing like the old 90s.
It was crazy. There was so much of that shit. Like, some chick would punch him and he'd be like, this chick has a mean punch, or he'd say it out loud. He'd be like, wow, that punch was pretty strong, but try this one on. Fucking uppercut her. So it's fucking rough. I hated it. I'm not even sure who they fought because I didn't give a shit.
Really? I actually like this because it seemed like you could have just made this an issue of Detective Comics and called it a day. My favorite Convergence books are the ones that had so little to do with Convergence.
Yeah, this had a very little to do with Convergence. I agree with that. I mean, maybe it's cool. I don't know. I didn't like it at all. Just because I thought there was so much bullshit fucking text that it annoyed me as I read it.
My standards are so low that if you can give me a complete story, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Right. Yeah. If you write a fucking comic book, I get a little excited. I get a little excited if you write something original at the end of a comic book. I get a little fucking. It's nice. It's a nice touch. All right, we got books next week. Let's divvy these up.
What are
I
we reading all together?
yeah. What should we read all together? Fuck, man, this list fucking blows too. I can't find
I
out.
think
What
it's gonna
the
be.
Oh no,
I think
it's fine.
Superboy is gonna be.
No, it's not. Where the
It's the yeah, but it's like
Oh.
a real comic book team.
wait? Where's the fucking list of things that are actually coming out?
It's
The
okay.
it's the first part. It says end
Yeah.
of week 3. Last one's
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Alright. So we have New Teen Titans. Dude, that's it. That's the book right there.
That's gonna be my- I
That
was gonna-
that has
it's
to be the
Marvel
book.
Wolfman.
It's Marv Wolfman. That has to be the book that we agree on. Right?
Uh,
That's widely regarded as the greatest comic of all time, New Teen Titans by Marv Wolfman. Like, that's like one of the fucking greatest books of all time.
Have you read what Marv has been doing lately though? Like,
No, I haven't. Of course not, Nakam. But I read New Teen Titans and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, so did I. But I'm just saying he hasn't. He's
Art
lost
by-
his magic.
Art by Nicholas Scott, which is fucking amazing. She, I believe. Not sure. But they're amazing, whoever that is, because I read Earth 2 and it was fucking great. I'm gonna see if this is a chick though. Maybe it's a guy. Oh no, there's a chick. Yeah, she's really good. Guys, that has to be the book, or else that's definitely mine.
Oh, I was gonna make that.
We'll do it. That's
No,
fine.
I'll do it. Yeah.
All right, so that's the book we're gonna agree on. We'll divvy these up. Kyle, you get first pick because Nickam got it last week and he fucked it up.
Alright. Picking Superboy and Legion of Superheroes.
Son of a bitch.
All right, I'm gonna take fucking Swamp Thing by
I fuck-
Len Wein. That's
Okay.
gonna be
I'm-
the shit right there.
I'm just gonna get the third terrible fucking draw of the year. I'll take. Let's see what we got here.
We'll do it like a real draft. Like if you get last pick,
Yeah.
you get first pick in the next round. You can
You know what?
pick two in a
I'm
row.
I'm gonna take Wonder Woman,
Pick another one.
and then I will also take. Fuck. Let's say. I'm gonna regret this, but let's say Hawkman.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking regret that. I already regret you fucking picking that. I'm gonna take Batman: The Outsiders #1. Kyle.
I'll take Green Lantern Corps.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that one.
Kyle, you got another pick.
Yeah.
I'll take.
You got The Flash, Adventures of Superman.
Oh, is this Barry Allen? Yeah, I'll take Flash.
Alright, I will take Adventures of Superman by
No,
Wolfman.
it's Dan Abnett. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Flash.
Yeah, that's good. And that means, Nakam, you're left with Justice League America #1.
Fucking Canadian.
That's right, we'll teach you a little fucking freedom while you're on the cast. I'll get a dose of that. Get a
Breaking
dose of
news.
patriotism.
Superman trailer leaked. Looks like garbage.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Fuck. Alright, listen, I think next week looks pretty fucking good. Like,
Yeah, well, I
all
think
things
this looks
considered.
like it's like real comic book people. How the fuck this week was? Like,
This was like the
that's-
CT.
Come on, man. Ron Mars? That's not
Yeah,
a real
but, like-
comic book person to you?
he's alright.
You know,
I
okay,
fucking, I
you
loved
know
it this
what?
week. I love Ron
know
Mars
what?
this week.
I will say this: that like we've been saying it forever, and I'm sure I'm just gonna go full out me on this comic book podcast. But
Are we
like,
still
don't-
buying Convergence?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading it to the end. So I don't know
Yeah,
what you
it's
guys.
for the cast. It's for the cast. It's not for personal interest.
Yeah, but like if you're not reading Convergence, and I'm not even just talking about like spin-off issues, I'm talking like everything. If you're not reading Convergence, don't just take a 2 month break off DC. Read some Marvel, read some Image, read some Dark
You
Horse.
need fucking Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Convergence #4.
We're on
Talos
3. We're on 3.
but listen, Talos takes captive Dick Grayson to some of the battling cities to prove the futility of challenging him.
God.
Futility.
Yeah.
That was futility in account.
You know what they're gonna do?
Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell from like the onset of what the fuck's gonna happen and all this, but no, if you're
This
not,
is just gonna create a multiverse so they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like all these cities are gonna save themselves.
that's why they're not killing people.
Right.
Oh, do
Because
not
we
miss
need
the
these
final
people.
page as a surprising return and on an unexpected villain could crush all hopes for salvation. It's gonna be fucking Brainiac. That's dumb.
It's either
That's
gonna
what
be
books
Brainiac.
are.
It's either gonna be Brainiac or the Anti-Monitor. that we saw in Forever Evil.
Or,
Yeah, it's Brainiac, right?
Future's End. Yeah, that giant Brainiac you're talking about, or are you talking about the actual Anti-Monitor?
No, well, that's the whole fucking Zero issue was about, right?
Hold on,
First, about
fucking
fucking
Kyle.
Brainiac
Kyle's
is the
pissed off.
fucking Brainiac.
Kyle, you're being ornery.
I'm
Hold on.
Talking Planet for 3 issues. I don't fucking get it.
people, loyal listeners of TDOC, please don't buy this bullshit.
Yeah,
Save
it's
your
rough.
fucking money.
It's rough. We're
No.
doing it because we care about you guys.
Yeah, like Marvel's putting out some really good comic books right now. I read Sabrina. I'm just gonna pimp this book right now. I read Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I think Dark Horse published it.
No,
good.
Archie.
Archie Policy.
What the? Yeah. What the hell am I saying? Dark Horse. Yeah, it was Archie. Really
Yeah.
good. Go fucking get it. It's better than everything that I read in Convergence.
Fair enough. It's Nakem's book of the week.
Yeah. It was a
Um,
light week too. So.
all right. How much of a donation to make Nakem get a nuke style American flag face tattoo? Yeah, that's a great idea. Nakem, could you
Yeah.
paint one?
No, I could not. And
If
no.
Justice League of America is the greatest comic you've ever read, you have to do it.
Okay, but we that's not gonna happen.
Hey, man, it might. Stranger things have happened. I'll pocket roll and tell you if it's gonna happen or not. All right. Thanks for listening this week, guys. We love you. I'm gonna tell you in the chat right now who the celebrity was. And listen, guys, if you're fucking not watching us on Twitch every Thursday night, you're missing out on all this juicy shit. The V is not supposed to be on there. All right. Thanks, guys. We will be back next week
Indeed, we will.
with more painful Convergence talk, and I will probably be heartbroken. Peace out. Love you all. Did I record this week? Yeah.